Hello everyone and welcome to episode 33 of Risky Radio. I'm your host Ben, also known as Chopa, and joining me to my 11 o'clock, Zach aka Risky the Kid.
Hello everybody.
Switching it up, and to my 1:42.
I go with 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
2 o'clock it is.
My 142.
Lewis.
Close.
Lewis aka Waterloo.
Hey, it's me, Waterloo.
So Lewis, we're going to start with you this week.
Alright.
Because it's been about over a week since you moved.
It's been 7 days now, because last Monday I moved out. It was
8 days, because I don't know, it is Monday. It's going to be Tuesday when this comes out, so that's what I was thinking. How's it been?
been good. I've been living in my own apartment, walking around naked, so that's been a lot of fun.
Isn't that one of the best parts?
It is. I really do enjoy that.
You also have to walk around naked because it's like 95 fucking degrees in your apartment.
I've also been leaving my windows open too, so that helps.
Understatement.
It's awesome that there's like 6 inches of snow outside right now, and you're leaving all your windows open in your fucking apartment and still walking around naked.
It's quite
impressive.
Yeah. I did just get a couch and a living room chair today. It is a suede couch, so it's going to feel really nice when I sit on that naked.
I'm never going to sit on your couch ever.
No, I'm not going to sit on that naked because I might sweat with the naked body onto it, and suede and wet and sweat. Not a good mix.
I believe you, I guess.
Yeah. So, but anyways, so I'm stoked on that. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to probably lay down on my couch. I might even sleep there tonight.
just to test it out.
Just to
test the waters.
To sleep in the living room, you know?
I bet you if I was single, I would probably sleep on the couch a lot. Like when Megan isn't here, a lot of times I fall asleep down on the couch.
Yeah.
My couch is not comfy.
Mine
So that
is.
takes away from that.
I just said that's a party.
Yeah, that's a party.
That's a party.
I also don't have a TV in my living room yet, so that might hinder me.
That's true as well.
We'll find out tonight. I'll let you guys know next episode.
I've got a sweet Tyler Payne TV in the basement if you want it.
Ooh, I'm waiting for my 4K HDR
yeah.
to pop up there. That's gonna literally take the whole wall over. Pretty pumped. I've been playing. I've been a COD bro this week. COD bro. I've just been playing Call of Duty pretty much for the since like as soon as I get out of work or before I go into work. I've been playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Origin. I play like an hour here, then I kind of get frustrated on how big it is and how
much stuff
easy I
there
can
is
get
to
lost
actually
into
do.
it. Yeah. A little bit of Battlefront too, and some Stardew Valley. I'll play that at night just before I go to bed.
I haven't touched my Switch since last episode, if not longer.
Really? I saw it's still in the
dock.
In the dock downstairs.
So I brought it to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving.
I was going to say Thanksgiving has yet
preface
happened.
that. My mom works in retail, so we had to do Thanksgiving this week because she was around.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the other family that has 2 Thanksgivings to do, they could all come to this one. We do our family Christmas the same way, like a week later. So it works out. But I actually brought my Switch to that because I was like, I'm going to be here all day. I'm going to be bored. Apparently my dock isn't plugged in.
Oh, so it didn't charge it?
So no, is it 0%? I didn't bring a charger either.
Oh, wolf.
Who takes something out like that out and doesn't check to see if it's fucking working?
That should have been the first thing you did.
But I just assumed that the dock was still plugged in, so Megan must have been cleaning or something and moved it or
unplugged.
So that was the worst.
Yeah,
then I had to socialize for 8 hours. My least favorite thing. So
especially with the family.
God, I don't know what to talk to them about. Like, I think we talked about Netflix for about 10, 15 minutes, and that was my contribution for the week.
I'm super good at taking naps on the couch during family events.
Right, and that's like okay, because like, oh man, he ate so much food or whatever, he must be tired, and everybody's like, oh, it's cute. There's a sleeping man there.
Yeah.
I should have done that, I guess.
Yeah.
Should have just found somewhere to take a nap.
Yeah, it would have been my go-to move.
I took the dog outside a bunch. Like, oh, I think he's got to poop again.
Well, because that's the same problem I run into, like, when I run down to Jess's mom's house. No.
Jess is just pooping everywhere.
Jess just poops.
Got to bring Jess out again.
But no, like, you get down there, and there's just not much to do. There's usually only, like, 4 or 5 of us. Mm-hmm. So most of the conversation that anybody wants to actually have is done, like, during dinner.
Yeah.
And you get done with dinner, and they turn the TV on, and everyone's just kind of sitting there silent. So I take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Prepares me for the next dinner.
The thing that sucks about not doing this on actual Thanksgiving is that usually there's football on.
Yeah.
There was.
Right, there was some college football. Syracuse got smoked. Like, real bad.
Like,
there was also
horribly.
Basketball on later, but I was gone by then.
Didn't they do better in basketball?
That wasn't on TV either.
They're good in basketball.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Through 3 games against
AAA terrible teams. That's a good point.
But, hey, you know.
Hey, a win is a win.
Undefeated nonetheless.
A toll is a toll, a roll is a roll. I eat no toll unless I get a roll.
What's a toll?
I wrote that one myself.
Did you?
Oh, we could tell.
We could tell.
We were not going to accuse you of plagiarizing.
Actually, I did plagiarize that. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, then don't watch whatever that came from.
Are you kidding me? You don't want to see Robin Hood Men in Tights?
I've
Such
seen
a
it
good
already.
movie.
I've seen it already.
Doesn't he kind of remind you a Little John? Right?
Oh my god!
I was hoping you wouldn't.
Yeah, that's good.
I just made that connection right there. I could picture you in a tiny stream pretending to drown right now, and it's just perfect.
I can't swim.
Neither can I. It's okay. Don't worry
Can
about it.
you really not swim?
No, I swim fantastically.
So do I.
Lewis actually can't swim.
I swim perfectly.
He needs
paddle,
water
or
wings.
do you just flap?
I just sink.
So is it a weird?
I sink pretty.
Is it a weird experience when you're in like a canoe or a kayak, or do you have to wear a life jacket when you go out in like a kayak or canoe?
No.
And you're not fucking like terrified that it's gonna flip over for some reason. You're just gonna drown.
No, not really. I mean, I can float on my back. I can do that, but I can't actually like swim.
So you're just floating out of your back,
trying to find a way in. Exactly.
Help.
What was terrifying was when I went surfing by myself.
That seems like a real stupid idea.
Oh, it was, but
the water will naturally take you back up onto the shore.
Well, that was one of my thoughts.
Unless the undertow catches you, and then you go back out into the ocean.
That was one of my thoughts, and my other thought is, as long as I have this, the cord strapped to my foot, strapped to the board, at least I have something that floats.
Well, depending on how long that cord actually is,
like
or if that cord snaps back and your surfboard hits you in the head and you get you become unconscious. Then when you wake up, you're just floating in the middle.
Well, then it doesn't matter if you can swim or not.
Exactly.
Well, I guess if you wake up in the middle of the ocean, you're probably fucked.
Well, yeah. If we live our lives in field, we wouldn't even walk out the doors. So you got to try some things.
So welcome to our weekly gaming podcast,
where we talk about not swimming.
Yeah, I think that was my week.
So did you get anything else? You get a chance to play anything else then, Zach? You didn't get your Switch in, but
I didn't get my Switch in, but I started up The Walking Dead Final Frontier, or
the last episode,
the last Frontier, the Final Frontier, the
last episode of the Telltale.
Well, that's the thing.
Dead
I thought
series.
it was the last one. I don't know if they like. It says final or last or whatever, but that's actually a name of one of the groups in the thing. So I don't know. I feel like with something this big, like with the Walking Dead license, you're not just going to give that up unless it costs you way too much money.
They might strand another one in there.
Yeah, I could see that. So I'm playing that. I got through 4 chapters. I just have the finale now. It's good. It's not as good as 1 or 2 in my opinion, but still very good. You're playing as Javier Lopez, I think.
Not even playing as the little girl?
No, you didn't really. Like in 1, you were
the black guy.
Black Dad.
Yeah, and then in 2, I thought you played as
her.
her.
Yeah, you did play as Clem in 2.
Yeah.
So no, Clem's she's in the story. She's in and out of the story a bunch. So the story's not really about her a ton. She's just a side character.
That's too bad. I wanted to see more of her story.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's there in every episode at some point, but she goes off and does her own stuff a decent amount.
Okay.
It's cool seeing her grown up, though, because now I'd say she's like 14, 15. She's like a teenager now. She's not a little girl. She's a fucking badass, which makes sense because she's gone through so much shit.
Oh, my God.
That it's cool seeing this Clementine, this story. I'm excited to wrap it up, which that should take me like an hour later or something. I don't know how I didn't get it done. I played a little bit of The Last of Us. I said I was going to beat it. That didn't happen.
Surprised.
I'll probably keep saying it for the next few weeks.
Well, you did say you'd play like an hour or two
I did say
a week
that.
and get done with it sometime before the next one came
So
out.
I did that at least. It was a rough gaming week because Megan's she's a night nurse, like you guys know, and sometimes their schedules line up where they've got like a whole fucking week off apparently. So usually I've got a bunch of nights to play when she's not here, but she was here the whole fucking week.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was a nightmare.
Oh,
Not
wow.
an actual nightmare. She's great. But literally, this is her first night working since last Sunday.
I was going to say, didn't she used to work on... No, she used to have Monday nights off, I thought.
Well, no, it's completely random.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, there's no such school.
either way, not... Yeah, so I didn't get a ton of gaming in. Star Wars Force Arena on the phones. I got back into that because of our conversation last week about Phone Destroyer and how it's like, well, if I was gonna play one of these, I'd be playing the Star Wars one. So I went back to it. They added a bunch of the stuff from like the prequels.
Oh, nice.
So you
get to be droids? Like
yeah,
the cool droids?
Yeah, they have the cool droids.
Yeah.
They have the droidicars, the ones with like the shields
The
and
rolly
stuff.
ones? Yeah.
Clone troopers, Anakin, Padme. It was a bunch of stuff from the prequels, is what I had seen. They have like spectator things now where you bet on people playing.
Okay.
So it's like two people are gonna
Battle.
battle, and you have to choose who you think's gonna win. You get to look at both their decks, and then you'll wager like a legendary card. And if you win, you get like your pick of legendary cards.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was for credits or cards.
Right. And well, just for participating, because you have to pay a card. If you lose, you still get a bunch of credits. So I'm loaded up on credits, got back into a guild. It's funny, the guild we were in, you were currently the leader of it. So I think enough people left that it finally came down to like me, you, and one other guy are the only ones left in it. So I found an open one that had like 48 of 50, now they're at 50-50. So I'm getting like my rewards every week, like cards that I request every day, that kind of stuff. So that's good. I think that's all the video gaming I've done. Did see Blade Runner. Saw that with Ben the other night.
Oh, we did see that.
Blade Runner 2040 something.
2042?
Thursday?
2040 something.
I thought it was 2042.
Maybe it is.
No.
And one thing that
2049?
2049 sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
49.
thing that Ben said to me on the way home was, I can't believe they don't have a video game for Blade Runner. Because if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Like, it's a perfect world for that.
And it's like, it's our style too. Steampunky,
like super
deep,
futuristic,
dark, flying everywhere.
But it kind of reminds me of what we've seen from the Cyberpunk game that's coming out.
2077.
There's too many fucking numbers after these games.
I was gonna say,
I just was scrolling through some news stuff and I saw something about this. I don't remember what actually was in it, but I know it was Steampunk 2077.
2077. So that's CD Projekt Red's next game, The Witcher people. So hopefully that's look at like from the stuff they've shown from it, which is just like CGI trailers. It looks very Blade Runner-esque. So that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
We bought PAX tickets.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
PAX East tickets. PAX East is at the beginning of April.
April 5th through April 8th is a Thursday through a Sunday.
We bought tickets for Friday and Sunday, so we'll be out there.
Saturday was, how quickly did Saturday sell out?
I think I had
Super
I think
quick.
I had more time, but by the time I actually got around to ordering the tickets, they were already gone. The Saturday ones were gone.
No, that's what we did last year.
But like, it's worked out for us in the past because it just gives
Yeah.
you a day off to either see Boston, or like we did, it gives you 24 hours of gaming without sleeping.
Or in this case, it gives us a day to set up a podcast
Or-
while we're at PAX.
Yeah, so
that's true too.
so we'll be out there. If any of you guys are there, let us know. Shoot us a message on Twitter, or if you're in Discord, reach out to us there. Because we'll be there, and we'll be checking everything out.
We'll be cool guys.
We'll probably put out some
Walk around with more cards, business cards.
lots of business cards.
Slip them in people's backpacks.
Slip them in. Yeah, never saw that one coming. It's like, what is this?
I wonder what that guy
risky
did.
radio shit.
No,
Just
it wasn't even risky radio. It was
something else. at that
Xbox
point.
Community Cast. I
It was
think
back then.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, we'll be there doing fun stuff. We'll probably do
We should carry around radios.
like walkie
Yeah,
talkies.
no, like
boom boxes.
Boombox radios.
They have like our logo on the back of them or
that
something.
are just blasting our podcasts instead of music.
Yeah.
People would fucking hate that.
That's my voice, guys. That's it right
that's
there.
me.
You think that's sexy?
Here's just a tease.
I'm just gonna walk around with a shirt with our Libsyn link on the back of it. And just be like,
For fuck's sake.
look at this. Go take a look.
So, yeah, we'll probably end up doing a podcast, like a recap podcast, both nights or something like that. Just like, this is what we saw today, what's fresh in our minds. It'll be Ben's, Shopa's first PAX, so that'll be exciting. I think you're going to love it.
I've never been to a gaming
A gay convention. A gay
you
convention.
Think he
Gaming
would
convention.
have been to one. I mean, wasn't the championship like playoff for the playoffs at a convention?
No, it was online.
Like you didn't even go anywhere.
It was in my basement.
I think that's only like when you're
Not even like
playoffs or finals.
The playoffs have been played off.
No,
the
playoffs. The play into the play-in tournament. You do it at your house.
While the actual qualifiers for that tournament were still online.
Okay, no, I don't know if you went for anywhere for that.
No, not really.
Or I could see maybe like, I was going to say BlizzCon.
Or
nothing's close to
it.
it.
There was just a RetroCon was this weekend, and we all missed it.
We didn't miss it. I knew what was going on.
I mean, we missed it because if you went to it, you wouldn't have missed it. That's what missing means.
No. I didn't miss it because I knew it was happening. I didn't buy tickets. I didn't
you
miss
still
it. I
missed
chose
it.
not to go.
You still missed it because if you didn't miss it, you would have went.
Just stab him with something. He's right there.
I'm just saying.
There's no sharp objects around me.
He's within reach of
that.
You technically missed it.
Yeah, RetroCon is a local old school retro game convention that I've never been to.
Did Rochelle go? I thought
she was thinking about it. We were talking about getting tickets and stuff, but it doesn't sound like anybody made it.
No.
I mean, yeah, everything's. I feel like Boston wasn't really an option for PAX because I was just like alone. I didn't know anyone else who would want to go. And then everything else is like Houston, LA, Miami, Seattle,
New York City.
We missed. It was this past weekend.
Which is just, from here, for me, the city is just like this giant obelisk that I'd have to like overcome to try and get down there and find somewhere to stay and figure out where the hell I'm going.
Airbnb.
That's what I did. Actually, no, I stayed at a hostel for like a week.
PAX Unplugged was this past weekend. That was like their new board game thing. I don't know if you saw anything about that. Kaboski sent me a picture of like their setup.
Oh, really?
And like the two elevators that were going up to the next floor, or escalators, I mean, just had a giant like castle surrounding them. It looks so fucking huge and badass. It actually looks like they all went like all out for it.
Speaking of cool pictures, my boss Anthony sent me that of awesome Flash gear.
Where's all this Flash gear that you're
someplace at the
showing
mall?
Me?
Think Geek?
No, it's not Think Geek. It's a new.
Is it the new place that used to be in the old EMS?
I think so, that's where it was.
Yeah, I heard that we have a new comic /
Yeah, but when I went in there, I did not see anything this cool there because I totally would have probably bought that scarf and that T-shirt.
You can't afford anything. You shouldn't be buying any scarves.
He just got an Xbox One X. He's rolling in it, bro.
Yeah, that's true. How about you, Ben? Did you play anything crazy, new and exciting, fun?
I did get the chance to play something new, crazy, exciting, and fun.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I tried VR for the first time.
Oh, shit.
What'd you play? What'd you play?
I played Farpoint. Because I always want to say Far Cry. It's not. Farpoint is a first-person shooter through VR. It's got like the gun. A friend of the show, Greg, got a VR for Christmas a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
And I've been talking about wanting to try it, thinking that VR is going to be huge in a couple of years and it'd be interesting to get into. So I got there. I played it for about like, I want to say 2 hours. And it was fun.
Did you play 2 hours without coming out of it?
Yes. Like 2 straight hours.
Oh. That seems like a lot.
Yeah. Did you
for your first time at least?
Like...
No. So there were no points that got dizzy. You're totally like the headset like totally encases your whole face, so you can't see any light anywhere.
That's good.
And one of the cool things in Farpoint that I thought was genius is as you're playing, your left arm has like a little wristlet, and it has the actual time on it. So at 11:15 in game, I saw 11:15 on my wristlet, so I knew what time it was in the actual world.
So you don't actually lose.
So you don't lose time of
track.
But like, there's definitely a time where I'm playing this game, and I heard Greg in the background. I couldn't hear him really well. I actually had to remove my headset because there's like 360 sound in the headsets that he bought. He said, "I'm going to go take a shower," and I was like, "Really? I looked, and last I looked, it was 11:12 on my watch, and I looked at it, and it was 12:10. I was like, where the fuck did all this time go?
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize it when you're running around, and it's totally immersive. It's not something where, like, you're looking straight and the body moves left or right, but you're constantly looking the same way. Mm-hmm. You have to turn based on your surroundings.
Do you have to, like, turn completely 360?
So there's no points where you have to turn completely 360.
Okay.
Because you're attached by wires and shit, right? To
there's
the actual
one
PS4.
wire to, it's like it almost kind of looks like a capture card where you have to put, like, an HDMI into this little device.
And then into
the TV.
To the PS4, you mean?
Well, from the PS4 to the device, and the device to the TV. So there are cords, but they're behind you, and I think I touched them like once or twice, not knowing what they were. So I mean, it was totally immersive. Like, the headphones kept everything. You didn't know if it was light, dark. You just literally get into this game, and there's a really good, like, the way they set it up for exceeding the area in which the camera can see you. Mm-hmm. The blockers are really good in it letting you know where you're getting out of its range. So there are a couple times, because I'm so tall, we had to set it up higher. Mm-hmm. So there are a couple times in game where I had to, like, set my gun on something to pick it up, because that's how you pick up new guns, is like you set your gun on the new gun.
Okay, yeah.
Just so, because you're not, like, reaching, or there's no actual arm things. You're usually
putting it down on top of whatever you want to
But it wouldn't recognize my controller going down that far, because it was out of the realm of what it could see of me, supposedly.
So does it recalibrate quick or something?
No, I just had to do it really fast, so it didn't realize I was getting out of the realm quick enough. So that's just something because I'm so tall. Mm-hmm. But one thing that is a little weird is cutscenes in the middle of VR games. Because you're sitting here.
Because you're part of it, right?
You're part of it, and you can see everything. Like, you can look around 360 and see everything. The games look really good too. Mm. But you're just standing there.
Mm. What if you try walking around?
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't recognize your movement.
Oh, really?
Oh, speaking of how do you actually move in this game? Are you using a controller or are you leaning?
Thumbsticks.
Okay.
On the controller.
That makes sense.
Right.
Which is also weird because it's wherever your gun is pointing. So if your gun's pointing straight and you're pushing up, you're going forward. But if your gun is perpendicular to the screen, then you have to push technically on the right of the thumbstick to go forward. So it's literally forward no matter what way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's like forward from your headset, not from where your gun is pointing.
Yeah,
kind of
that
deal.
makes sense.
And there are a couple of jump scares. Mm. Like the first time something crawls out from, like, underneath a rock and, like, jumps at your face, you're just kind of like, oh shit. And then you shoot it with your shotgun.
Did he have Resident Evil 7?
Yeah.
I really want somebody to play Resident Evil 7.
That'd be terrible.
We should tell him we need to borrow it for
I've thought about
Risky Radio.
Just to see how long you can last.
I thought about that, and then I was like, but whose living room is big enough for us to do this in? It does take a little bit of space.
Does it? If you cleared out this room?
Yeah.
Like, if we cleared this stuff out, cleared the desks out. Maybe.
Yeah, you'd probably have to use that tripod you have for the camera though.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to get it in the right space. But the other cool thing is there's viewing on the TV as well. Mm-hmm. You can see on the TV what I'm looking at. So as I move my head around, you can see everything I'm looking at. It's not just like, I guess that makes total sense because it wouldn't show stuff you're not looking at. But it's fun because I could, like, look at something. And even though in game, if I point at it, you can't see my hand. If I'm pointing like this and there's something on the screen, I'm like, that looks really dumb.
You kind of know what
somebody watching is like, yeah, you're right. That looks really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I was like walking in, I was like, I looked up and there's a hole in the ceiling. I'm like, something's gonna drop out of there. And then I, like, took one more step forward and something dropped out. I was like, told you.
Mm-hmm. Farpoint definitely looked like the coolest VR game I think that I've seen, or the one I'd be most interested in, besides maybe Resident Evil.
That's where I'm at right now.
Which I feel like might make me a fucking heart attack, to be honest.
Yeah. So I actually saw a streamer play Farpoint on PSVR. I want to say like 2, 3, 4 months ago. They brought him into PlayStation, like their headquarters, and had him play VR. And I didn't really recognize the game at that point, like as I started playing it this past weekend. And then as I, like, got into the game, I realized that, oh shit, this is what he was playing, and it's really, really fun. So, and it reacts really well. I I was doing a lot of hip firing compared to like aiming down the sight, which was what you had and all that kind of stuff.
Now, if you picked your gun up and actually put it on your shoulders, would you aim down the sight? Or did you have to click a button to aim down your sight?
No clicking down. It's actual like on your shoulder. If it's not centered right, you only see part of the reticle. Like,
okay.
You actually have to have it in the right spot to see the reticle.
Okay.
I ended up like half the time like turning because it recognized you turning the gun, and that would allow you to get like closer to the reticle.
Huh.
The movement in it was
pretty
really
sweet.
good.
I need to try it out. Tell Greg thanks for the donation. We'll put it to good use for him. I think streams of that would be fucking hilarious.
Or with like multiple people too, in like the background, like laughing at what's happening and reacting in real time what you're doing. I also, because he was asking what I wanted to play, I was like, well, I know Farpoint's a first person shooter, but I also heard that one game that you can play, Bound, which is a PS4.
That sounds right.
It's one of the free games to play down here. I know Until Dawn, Rush of Blood, I didn't want to play that one because I think that's scary. I don't think I wanted to. That wasn't going to be my first VR game.
That might have got you with some jump scares.
But I think it was Bound or something else. I was like, oh, I heard that's like a cool VR game. And he goes, I don't even know what it is.
1996 cinematic thriller, 190 minutes.
Nope, probably not what he's talking about.
Nope, never mind. But it was another VR game. I was like, that sounds familiar. What is that? He goes, I have no idea. So I looked it up. It was dancing.
Ah.
I think that's what this movie's about too.
So there was no way I was going to be dancing for my first VR situation either.
I think that would have been great.
That would have been hilarious.
Farpoint was great.
Now, it's one question, and this is probably going to be a silly one, and I know they're really far out with it anyways, but cooperative VR playing?
I mean,
why not? They already have like competitive games, so why not? Why couldn't they do?
Do they have
cooperative ones? Yeah.
Do they have like PvP?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I
for
didn't know
VR?
that.
Yeah. Rigs, like they're not like first person shooters. No, there definitely is some first person shooters. That's the thing. VR is one thing that's kind of out of my realm of knowledge for games. But like, friend of the show Dan shows me video or like sends me video links all the time of weird different VR things that people are playing. There was also like a bird racing one where it was like 3v3 and you like you're birds and you're trying to get an object and go back to your like starting point. Wait, and you could like shoot like dogfighting kind of.
Like, but you're a bird.
Like actual bird. Yeah, you're supposed to be a bird.
And you pick things up.
You go through a ring or something, okay. And then you have whatever it is, and then you have to bring it back to your. It's like capture the flag.
So it's kind of like drone racing is now
kind of
a VR kind of situation where instead of watching where your drone's going, you're wearing
just
a headset
something.
that's watching where the drone is going through.
So yeah, they have competitive stuff, so there's no reason they can't do this. And with the stuff that came out of Paris Games Week from Sony, they showed a ton of VR stuff. We didn't talk a ton about it because none of us have it. But it looks like VR is healthy, and I hope it continues to grow.
I just think one of the big things they have a problem with is movement. How you recognize...
Well, that's the thing. Like with I think it was the Vive, the HTC Vive had like 5 different cameras that you had to set up in like different areas, and you had like trackers on your wrist and on your hands. It was like it had a bunch of different steps to get that perfectly. But I also think Vive just got sold or something because it wasn't making money. So that might be way too much technology if you're trying to sell something to somebody for $800 and they need to have $1,000 computer to even run it. Like,
I thought you could just use your controller with the VR. Like,
I mean, it depends on what you're playing.
I guess you're right.
I feel like if you set this game up right, you could play it sitting. Like if you brought a computer
and
chair
you just have
over,
like a spinning chair,
and you set up the camera right to recognize everything, then you could definitely sit down and play. But that's not fun because that's not what virtual reality is. You're supposed to stand there and turn around and spin and get scared to fuck if something jumps out at you.
Fair enough.
But other than that, I didn't really play. I played a bunch of Diablo 3 with him as well that same day.
Was that your first time playing Diablo 3?
I've played Diablo 3 with him probably
Before
5 or 6 times.
Okay.
We almost always just make a new character and
just
start over
go
again, playing all the different ones. But this time I actually used my PSN account, and so I started a seasonal character. So
cool.
every season
you guys can start
refresh and
nice.
Play it a lot.
It's one game I could never get into for whatever reason. I don't know if I should give it another shot. At this point, I say I give things a shot that are old, and I'll never do it because there's so much new shit.
Yep.
But
I think this is one of those ones where like we could play it for a couple hours at night and just spam through it. And I mean, he has played this game so many times, he knows like how to run through all the levels and stuff.
Probably the best way to do things.
It was like when we played Warframe. Remember how much fun we had 4 people playing Warframe because he knew what he was doing?
Yeah, no, that definitely seems like a game where having a Sherpa is going to help.
Sherpa.
Did you get to check any Battlefront 2 out? I know that was one thing that we all got to play a decent amount in.
I didn't get to. I forgot that the power went out at my house last night, and so my auto downloading for when games are bought. Wasn't
do the 10-hour trial.
Ooh, you did have some trial time.
I totally forgot about my trial.
How are you enjoying Battlefront 2?
A lot. I did the 10-hour trial. I just bought it this afternoon. I played a lot of the PvP to start off with.
Which is good because that was one thing that I didn't put a ton of time into.
Really?
I watched a lot of it that one week. I thought it was what we were talking about. And then it
good talk, Ben. So
PvP... Well, first thing I do have to start out with is one of the reasons why I was prolonging to buying the game was actually not because what you're thinking is because of the microtransactions. And
Michael?
Yeah. I was kind of putting up a big stink about that and only was going to do the 10-hour trial.
Actually trying to vote with your wallet?
Yep. But then they did mention that they were going to take them out completely for the time being.
749,000
downvotes.
Is what the downvote is on that Reddit thing?
I also think
I looked today.
I'm not sure how true this is or anything, but my ideas is Disney kind of stepped in a little bit and was like, hey, guys, you can't tarnish Star Wars' name.
I saw that. Before we go too far quick, though, friend of the show, Milk, did have a question.
Ooh, thank you, Milk.
I saw that EA has completely cut out Mr. Michael transactions.
Yep.
I'd like your thoughts and opinions on this. I think this might make me want to buy the game more, considering they are actually listening to the community. So we started to touch on it.
Yeah.
But
to specify too, they didn't completely cut it out. They said that they're suspending it for now.
They're going to revise it. Yeah.
You know what'll be funny when they turn it back on, like the week after The Last Jedi comes out, because it's like, all right, well, anything that could have affected our sales numbers for The Last Jedi, like we got all our money for that. Yep. So turn the microtransactions back on.
Yeah. So as of right now, I mean, it's also like. I am glad that they are listening to us. They've listened to us before when we, put up the big stink. They first decreased the amount of...
By 75%.
Yeah, it is showing that EA is trying, but they also want to make their own money, so they're going to put something back in there.
You know that those
transactions, Mr.
Transactions will be back undisclosed time.
But the leveling up, I didn't open too many loot crates just because I've been like banking my money.
Is it like Overwatch where you get like one per level you go up?
And I haven't gotten any from any leveling up. No, you have to buy them. I think that's the only way.
You get currency for doing
missions and everything. Yeah,
and
then you buy them.
I think just by completing the campaign, I think I racked up 12,000 credits. Maybe
I'm around there
which is enough for like three crates, I think.
Yeah, I've opened like 2, and I've only got 1 actual star card. Well, 2 star cards that were. Like that I could put onto any character. Yeah.
Okay.
1 for the sniper class, which I've been using. That
Specialist?
A lot. Yeah,
Specialist is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I do like that.
And then 1 for the interceptor for one of the spaceships.
For the TIE interceptor?
Yep. I've been playing a lot of the spaceships. Playing
Space battles.
I enjoy it. They've definitely revamped it a little bit. It's a little easier to control the ships.
I was going to say, because I've flown in, like, Battlefield 1, and I am trash.
No, it's
trash at flying.
This is a little easier.
Yeah, I think they made it easier. You don't even need to touch the left joysticks for the most part.
It's just the barrel roll.
Once you become comfortable driving, you can start using that one. But they made it a lot easier. I enjoyed the dogfights tremendously. Being an X-wing, A-wing, TIE fighters.
You get to fly a decent amount of things in the campaign.
Yeah.
it's cool how each one of them handles a little differently.
That I've noticed too. Like the Millennium Falcon was really sluggish,
super bulky.
Yeah,
takes forever to turn.
But once you're in its sights, you're down.
How did you? I don't really want to spoil anything, but the level that you were in where you got to fly the Millennium Falcon, how did you like being at that location, like seeing all that kind of stuff?
I liked it.
That was awesome.
I did like. The story, the campaign so far, I haven't completed it. I'm like,
you're real close.
Yeah, I have the feeling about
from what
that.
you had said.
I really like it. I know a lot of people were kind of saying it was too predictable, but what do you expect, guys? Like,
I just wanted a good story from the bad guy's perspective.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good for like 2 missions until.
Everything,
until
exactly.
Everything gets flipped upside down.
Exactly. Well, you knew that was happening. I figured it would.
Exactly.
But I didn't
predictable.
I didn't think it was going to happen that quickly. Honestly.
Right.
And also, I kind of feel like I do like how the story does revolve around Iden
Versio.
Yeah, around her. But I also feel like they kind of just peppered in some treats, just to put in there.
A lot of fan servicey stuff. So you're not just playing as Iden. I won't talk about
exactly. I don't want to get too much.
You get to play as a few other recognizable.
You get to play
characters.
heroes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they just peppered those in there to please people. It's not like it wasn't all about Iden.
I think my favorite part of this whole thing is just where I run into something that connects to like the movies.
Oh yeah.
That was like you haven't gotten to it yet, but the final chapter, like that whole thing, it pretty much leads right into The Force Awakens.
Okay.
So this game takes place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So the very like last part pretty much leads directly into like where the films start, kind of.
Okay.
In a way, and seeing that stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't beat it yet, but I do enjoy the campaign. Like I said, I just feel like they peppered those special people in there.
Yeah, like you said, the biggest issue for me was the predictability. I thought that was big. But as far as like being in the Star Wars universe, doing Star Wars shit, like you can't fucking beat that feeling.
Oh no,
which is weird because if this was any other game and that was like my story, like I might have been like, yeah, I don't really know. But the like moment to moment action in this game for me, like the sounds, the sights, and this game is fucking beautiful.
Oh my goodness,
holy
like
shit.
Naboo.
Naboo.
So pretty. Oh my goodness, it's like the movie basically.
You guys both have X's. I'm not going to be able to see it that pretty.
No, I bet you it still looks good.
Yeah, I mean it looks good on the X with a regular TV.
Yeah, and it looks. Oh, you don't even want to know.
Yeah,
it's real nice on that 4K TV.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm like after this, we're gonna.
We're gonna stream some Battlefront.
And I don't know. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
I mean, it will have already passed by the time people are listening to this. So really, you're just sorry. We'll make a VOD.
Yeah. But I'm excited for that, and definitely going to finish the campaign.
It's good. It's pretty short.
Yeah,
4 or 5 hours
tops. Yeah,
6 if you're taking your time. Maybe. I think it took me a little 4.5 maybe.
And I'm enjoying it. And like I love the campaign. I do wish it was a little easier to level your people up, but also
in multiplayer.
In a multiplayer, I don't feel like you should have an advantage. So that's why. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't really need to level my characters up. I don't feel a necessity to do that in a multiplayer game. Maybe get different weapons and stuff like that. But as far as leveling them up, it kind of feels... I feel jaded.
There's no point to
it. You're one of those non-prestigers in Call of Duty, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I haven't... Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for you.
There's not a lot to play for. Exactly. You're playing for loot crates.
Yeah.
Which is your progression system. It's kind of broken.
Yeah.
But... the actual game is good.
Yeah.
The combat is good.
Oh, yeah.
Feels real good. Looks real good.
Everything that doesn't involve around those transactions is good.
Around the transactions and the actual level progression.
They could have done that a little bit differently.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I think games like Titanfall 2 have it good. Call of Duty has always been solid with you're playing to get that
weapon.
That better gun.
Exactly.
You're playing for...
You're not playing to increase your person's health. You have a set health. Everybody has a set health. 4 bullets, you're dead.
I saw somewhere that somebody got a star card that helps with I think it was auto aim on like one of the TIE fighters or something.
Really?
So it was like a buff that gives you like 15% more target acquisition or something. It's like
crazy.
So if you buy enough of those, I mean, microtransactions are out of the picture right now, but like if you could do that and you just, I don't know, it's weird.
I did watch a little video about these guys that bought $100 worth of transactions
to see
what they got, and the breakdown was they got out of those 100 crates or the $100 they spent, they got like 1.3 was like the good cards, the really really good cards.
Percent?
Yeah, 1.3 was that.
Yikes.
It was like a 42% on like average cards. 19% was like either getting credits back or break like parts to whatever the parts are called to upgrade your gear, and then the other percentage was just mid-range cards. You know.
Okay.
So even buying that much money, it shows it is slightly pay to win, but you have to buy a lot.
Pay to be lucky to win.
Yeah.
The algorithm set very heavy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
It's they were trying to defend the whole pay to win thing, but it's like, okay, if I didn't pay that, I wouldn't have even came close to opening 100 boxes. So I would have that 1.3% to get a rare card is even less now.
Right.
Yeah.
They should just post that video and just be like, see, this guy spent $100 and he got 1.5 nice cards.
So don't buy anything from us because it's not worth it.
So it's not pay to win.
I think it would be nice to, like, in the progression system, if they want to, like, you can spend your credits towards, like, okay, I want to upgrade my specialist. I'm going to buy a specialist container that has more chances to get
more
things.
Specific, because they have like the trooper pack, the starship pack, and something else. So it's like you can do it that way, but it's super broad.
Even if you just buy the trooper pack.
If you could buy class crates for like specialist, heavy, whatever.
And maybe make it a little bit still, because I feel like that would make it a little easier, but you need something to make it, I feel like it's easier to upgrade your people.
And then you're also using those credits to unlock heroes and stuff too.
Exactly.
Which I think Vader and Luke were 15,000 we said, and I'm pretty much at 15 already just from doing the campaign. So that doesn't seem horrible.
No.
But good on them for getting rid of the microtransactions for now. I think they definitely listened, like you said. The game's good.
Enjoy it.
I think the only thing, maybe I was just expecting more because it's Star Wars. Like when you care about something so much, you really expect top quality shit, I guess. And
what didn't you like about it?
I don't
like what wasn't top shelf enough for you, I guess.
I just think you wanted more.
Just the overall story. It seemed like
you wanted more campaign.
It needed, and it needed to be longer. It was for what they did, and it's tough to go into without spoiling shit. But Aiden's journey, it changes so quickly, and like it's just this huge story that could have been a lot longer, and you could have went into more things more in depth.
So unlike Blade Runner that could have cut out a few things, you wish they extended some of the parts of the campaign.
Yeah, it's just her story arc. It just was all over the place.
Okay.
And like you said, I think throwing in playing as other characters was kind of weird. It's cool being able to play those characters, but wasn't necessary to me.
Did they lead into those characters very well?
No, you just kind of like
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna play as Yoda this time.
Kind of. You might have like heard some radio chatter from someone, and then it's like now you're gonna go see what they're doing.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, I guess. Inferno Squad as like an elite stormtrooper unit, I think is pretty fucking sweet. Like I'd watch more stuff. That's the thing. I just wanted it to be a story of a bunch of fucking bad guys doing bad shit the whole fucking time.
Oh yeah, but of course not.
It wasn't all that.
No.
So
with a Star Wars movie, they have to have some type of epiphany, and be like,
it's gotta all be about hope.
Exactly.
But
who's Hope?
Exactly.
I met her in college when I was at OCC.
Hope Solo. She showed everybody her.
We're not getting into that.
God,
that
wasn't Hope Solo that I met in college, but
yeah,
if it was,
we went to Arby's and stuff.
You went to Arby's with Hope Solo?
Kind of, in a weird way. Have you put some things?
Put two and two together.
So, Star Wars, good.
2
Good.
2
thumbs up.
I was gonna say 1 out of 10.
7. 7.5.
Okay, 1 out of 10 campaign.
7.
1 out of 10 multiplayer.
8. Yep, that sounds right for me.
Lewis.
Giving you 7.5. I did math.
1 out of 7. 1 out of 10
So wait,
campaign.
1 out of 7. Good luck.
1 out of 10 campaign. I haven't finished the campaign, but I'll go with 7.
1 out of 10 multiplayer.
I'll go with the 7.
So 7 and a 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's one other thing I wanted to look
Which
into
in my books
implementing.
is good.
So at this point, you've been playing it a little bit. Would you? Someone's now looking into this game. Would you say buy it automatically, wait for a sale,
It's on sale right now, so go get it.
rent it, or never get it?
If you're just into the campaign, you could definitely rent it.
Yep.
The multiplayer is worth a buy, in my opinion. Yeah.
I'd
buy it.
So more like wait for a sale. You don't have to get it at $60, but if it's on sale for what it is right now, which is how much is it on sale for right now? 53.
I think you can probably find it even cheaper than that. We'll talk about it a little bit in the deals section.
So get it on sale.
Yeah.
Still good. Campaign's fun. Multiplayer is well worth the buy.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Good shit. All right.
It's great shit.
Great shit. 7.5 out of 10 shit.
Grade A shit.
7.5 is definitely not an A, but
In Lewis's head it is. That's what his mom always told him.
the 75 is still an A.
75, honey.
Hey,
A+.
anything above 65 is an A to me.
It's passing, but I guess that's close enough. All right. Now let's get into some free shit.
Quiet.
Not much has changed. I think the last time we did this, we were right on the cusp of a few changes.
Yeah, you lost the Turing test.
Oh, no.
That was the one big thing that I saw is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have Trackmania Turbo, which, did you try to play any more of that, Zach?
No, thank you.
That's, yeah. Get it for free because it's free, but you don't really have to get it. And Tales from the Borderlands.
Get that one, though. That's a
one-
good one. That's available now.
Yeah, until the 15th of December. Did you have a comment with that, or did you just make a
He
noise?
just hates Telltale games.
I just not the biggest Telltale
One of the
fan.
best stories in games.
That's
I'll give the
unfortunate.
Walking Dead one is pretty good. Yeah, I'll give you that.
They're all good. They're all good, Lewis.
I'll give you the Walking Dead.
Game of Thrones wasn't that good.
I probably will have to
I
agree
didn't
with
play
you.
much of it.
You don't even know what Games of Thrones is.
That's why I'm
Pretty
probably
much.
going to have to agree with him.
And for your 360, Deadfall Adventures. Quick one, 16th through 30th. So you got 10 to 9 more days, depending when you listen to this. PS Plus, you still have Worms, Battlegrounds, Bound, and then the VR game Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. Till December also, except for the VR one, which is till January 2nd, which is a strangely long amount of time. PS3, you still have R-Type Dimensions and Ragdoll Kung Fu, Fists of Plastic. Hey, Zach, that's like...
Stop. No, that does not count.
What?
Fine.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a karate chop, not a
Wasn't
racist. No.
Okay, good.
Borderline. And for your Vita, Dungeon Punks and Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. And we will now get into some of your best Black Friday deals for your 2017 shopping experience.
So yeah, I thought I'd run these down quick with Black Friday right around the corner. PS4 and Xbox, both of their stores on your consoles. Those deals are live. I'm not going to go over those, so check them. But these are going to be some games that you can get physically in store on Black Friday, probably the weekend as well. Wolfenstein, brand new game, $25 pretty much everywhere. Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy.
It's about how much I paid for it because I rented it for enough days.
Yeah, that's true.
I forgot
And
about
when you
that.
game share, a lot of these are great. And like I said, these are physical copies. The Evil Within 2, $25. All those places.
Nice.
Assassin's Creed Origins, the lowest I'm seeing is $29.
Ugh, wolf.
$29 at Amazon and Walmart.
I just bought that game.
Yeah, but they're hard. They're still hard copies, Lou.
What?
They're hard copies.
Yeah, so you're not getting your game
technically
share.
you
discount.
barely
gotcha.
paid.
Okay,
Sort of right. Essentially,
I don't know if I
you
could
didn't
get
pay
them
much more.
through the.
No, these are all physical copies,
Physical.
like I said,
Yeah,
for the fourth time.
I wasn't paying attention, obviously.
Ooh, what's the
South Park,
price?
The Fractured Butthole, $29.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon and Walmart. Forza 7, $29. It's a lot of. If you're seeing a theme here, it's a lot of 50% off games that
Just came out.
games are brand new. Need for Speed Payback.
Is it the 4K, the good edition?
I mean, that's just through updates.
What?
Okay, never mind.
No more speaking.
All right,
you don't
I'm
get to
done
talk the
talking.
rest of the segment.
Mute his mic. Mute his mic.
Need for Speed Payback, $29. Zelda Breath of the Wild Explorers Edition,
Ooh,
$40 on Amazon and Walmart.
Is that something you have to get?
It's something I need to get, yes, because I don't have it. Mario plus
worth it.
Rabbids Kingdom Battle, $29.
probably worth it.
And then GameStop is running buy two get one free on all pre-owned stuff.
Ooh,
And another thing that you had brought to my attention was a free Xbox 360.
yep.
Do you want to talk about that?
I will, yeah. So GameStop is doing a free-ish kind of Xbox 360. If you go there, you can purchase the game, but then they give you a voucher to do a actual physical mail-in rebate, not an email-in rebate, but an actual mail-in rebate. You send it in, they'll send you back a $60 gift card that you can use to purchase games.
It's like an America or a Visa gift card or something too. So it's just you buy the thing for $60,
send
turn
it
in the rebate,
and you get
you
it.
get $60 back.
Yep.
So pretty much free 360s.
Yep.
Through GameStop.
So I wonder if you could do that, then return it and get another $60. But probably not. There must be some type of stipulation.
I would assume they're probably not even taking trade-ins of 360s at
Yeah,
this
true.
point. And if they are, it's
Like-
here's $3.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's still $3 more.
and this was only covering a lot of. Oh, did I say Shadows of War?
No.
No, I don't believe so.
I'm guessing it's $29.
$25.
Ooh,
Ooh.
$4 saving.
Okay, yeah, that was the last one I really want to cover. Destiny 2, $27. Yeah. So I thought I would throw some of those out there.
And it sounds like it's a good. I was worried that like maybe Nintendo wasn't going to do anything for Black Friday because they're going to be like, stingy.
They have a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted
Unlike
to
their
see.
Switch.
Mario Odyssey's new,
Yeah.
but a lot of these
Probably
games
won't
on
see
this
that.
list are new.
Yeah.
No, you still haven't seen any Switch deals for me, have you?
For the physical
I don't
Switch.
think there's anything
No.
for the Switch. No, of the
Sad
actual
face.
console.
You might just have to bite a bullet and buy the full price.
Do it. We get Christmas bonuses.
Ooh.
Heyo. So this is, like I said, these are all newer games too. There's obviously going to be deals on all sorts of older stuff for real cheap. I saw a lot of stuff sub $15 that such good deals on stuff. I
If
don't
only
know.
I like playing campaigns and old games.
That's the thing. Like for somebody who needs to knock some stuff off a backlog, here's a way to add to that backlog.
Mm-hmm.
Get even more stuff, I guess. It's up to you.
And like we said, that's live now. So you go to your Xbox homepage, you can find these deals right then. I lied because they're
These are all the physical copies, like
physical
I said.
copies. Yep.
From what I had seen,
I'm not the only one not listening.
a lot of
I listen.
a lot of these digital games are like Assassin's Creed was like $40.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough for me to check a lot of them because I tried looking at my Xbox, but it says I own everything.
Yep.
So yeah, the deals are also
we
good.
should have logged in under my account.
There you go, because you don't own anything.
Nope.
Perfect. But yeah, those are just some Black Friday deals that you guys can look into.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Now a quick word from our sponsor.
This week's podcast, as always, brought to you by 16 Ounce Gaming, a great place where a bunch of evil people
Post
live
pictures.
and post things.
Don't if you join, which we would love for you to join. Don't go into.
They have a brand new channel coming this past week called Where Dreams Go to Die. And if you don't like dirty gay photoshops or pictures of grown men's balls, stay out of there. It's not worth it.
It's free range there.
You can mute the channel.
And never look at it again.
But most games that come out, there's going to be 16-ounce clubs or whatever, like whatever you want to call them. There's a Minecraft realm.
Clan.
There's a Destiny clan. I'm sure there's Call of Duty has 16-ounce tag. all that kind of fun stuff. So join them over there. They have a podcast as well. It's bi-weekly. It's good stuff. It's just a bunch of dudes doing what we're doing, essentially. So, alternatives to this fine show. If you need more stuff for your ear, check it out.
You want to listen to thick accents?
There's some Scottish accents.
So good. You guys are assholes. You guys are assholes.
What?
Oh, you're tempting me so much.
Accents.
Do you want to do a Scottish accent?
I want to do an accent so bad, but I'm not going to.
I think our listeners love it when you do accents.
Do you want to do the next intro to the next segment in your Scottish accent?
You sure? I'm going to be a very good person and not do any accents.
This is the one time we're allowing you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Everybody's really excited at this point, so what do you got?
It's not going to happen.
Russian?
Nope.
When's the last time you did a Russian accent?
I did that yesterday at work.
I hear it starting to come out of your mouth.
It's slowly coming out, but we're gonna go to a new news segment in a minute.
All right, so Lewis, turns out we're not going to go to the fucking news segment. You really just threw me off there.
This is why we let me host.
Where were we supposed to go? That's where we
questions,
go after.
Lewis.
No, we're going to get
they weren't there. There were no questions
that we decided that we'd send to Zach for this part.
Well, since I already did the news, shouldn't we just get the news out of the way?
All right, so this question comes in from friend of the show, Kaboski.
You assholes.
With it being Thanksgiving coming up this week, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone feel free.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, mixed in with a little bit of corn and some turkey.
I don't know if I have corn on Thanksgiving.
Don't have corn?
No corn on Thanksgiving for you?
I don't like corn
in general, but is it on the table?
I feel like it is.
Okay.
Corn, peas are things I don't eat, but are typically on the table.
Mm-hmm. Corn and peas.
Stuffing.
Neither one of those, I think.
You don't eat stuffing?
Okay.
So here's the thing. He's
just going to say turkey and gravy.
Here's the thing.
Wait, don't eat mashed potatoes? I
enjoy turkey, mashed potatoes, dinner rolls, smothered in gravy.
But that's literally it.
But if you try to eat things like carrots or peas or corn or stuffing, you're going to get way too full and not be able to eat the good shit. So why would I ruin the good shit by filling myself up with stuffing?
Better things than just.
So yeah, that's my plate. It looks literally the color of gravy and turkey every year, and it's fan-fucking-tastic.
I told Kaboski that your dinner was your answer to this question was just gonna be hot dogs, but
no,
I guess I was wrong.
Turkey. And one thing we do. For fuck's sake.
He's the one that said it.
He did.
One thing my family likes to do is we do sparkling grape juice.
Okay.
Instead of wine, because typically people are driving. So
fair enough.
That's one thing. Yeah, that's a weird thing, I guess. Cool. Instead of just my turkey, because you guys are just gonna make fun of me.
No, turkey's
5. I have 5 turkey dinners.
Turkey's essential.
Yep. So you can't have a Thanksgiving without turkey.
That's the main course.
Mm-hmm. That's why they call it turkey.
But I also feel like it's one of the only things there that you eat year round or can potentially eat year round.
Mashed potatoes,
sliced. Okay, mashed potatoes too.
Okay,
so I guess that's just with mine. My thing is stuffing and cranberry.
Yes,
are my two favorite things, and I think it's just because it's literally the only time year round that I eat them.
Exclusive bastard, you. Just like the things exclusive to you on those days.
Know. You don't get a carved turkey on a regular basis.
No, but you can get like sliced deli turkey.
Yeah, you can.
But
you're abnormal.
I think it's just that's always what I'm looking forward to the most because I'm not eating it pretty much at any other point. And when I say cranberries, I mean the one that comes out of a can where it makes that noise and then it looks just like a can. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. So that's my answer. Well, we pretty much just covered a whole Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, the whole basis.
So at least we'll all be happy on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Everybody I guarantee this year my mom's not going to cook a turkey.
Tell her to fuck off.
She's going to like cook some goose and then there's going to be like.
That's fine.
There's going to be the opposite of mashed potato. There'll be a baked potato,
For the last,
getting picky.
For the last 3 years, my mom has always just bought a turkey from Wegmans, like an already cooked turkey.
Oh, really?
Like a rotisserie chicken, except for a turkey?
Yes, they do them on Turkey Day, and she's like, I just don't want to put the effort in to make a turkey, so she just gets one.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, one of our thanks, and like when we like hold hands and say grace, is like, thank you, Danny Wegmans, for making our turkey for tonight.
Oh, what a nice guy Danny is.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
But yeah, I have 5 Thanksgivings worth of that plate.
That is far too many.
Yeah,
3 on Turkey Day.
Good.
You might actually ingest enough tryptophan to fall asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you might have eaten a whole turkey.
That's the plan.
All right. Well, that's not the only holiday Thanksgiving question we have. Right. Next question comes in from friend of the show, Ross. Now that Thanksgiving is this week, do you guys look forward to it and the holiday season? Question mark.
That's a lot of intonation.
Yep. How do you like the holidays? How do you like Thanksgiving?
Lewis, we'll go with you again.
Nah, I mean, it's Turkey Day's cool. I mean, my family's kind of dwindling down, so it's just like
that was depressing.
Dying off real quick.
No, I don't. You know, it's usually just like hanging out with my mom and my dad, and
so that's something you do pretty much all the time
on a regular basis.
Not all,
you know, so
yeah, exactly.
It's nice because we get a bigger than normal dinner when I'm hanging out with them. As far as Christmas, it's
the most wonderful time of the year. Is that what
you're
going to say?
But all at the same time, I feel like I'm getting older, and it just it doesn't seem the same to me anymore as a kid. You know, I do enjoy it, but it might be because I'm turning slightly in towards a Grinch. But
oh yeah, you definitely got some Grinch qualities too.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. If I had kids, I think I'd enjoy it more.
Christmas, especially.
Yeah. Just because I feel like Christmas is more for kids, and actually being together with a family. But when you spend time with the family on a regular basis,
so that's my thing. Is like my Thanksgivings are extended families, so it's a lot of like aunts, uncles, cousins that come in from out of town that I don't see a lot. Yeah. So that always makes it a little more special, I guess, compared to just having dinner with my parents or something.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask, so what's your favorite holiday then, if you had to choose? Is it either one of those, or
favorite holiday would
Halloween's
be my
pretty
birthday.
Good? Okay, excluding your birthday, you greedy fuck.
New Year's Eve, so you can just get drunk again like always.
No, that is fun, but I'm going to have to go with my favorite holiday would be April Fool's, because it's fun to play pranks on people.
That's the fucking perfect Lewis holiday. If I've ever seen it.
Right? I mean, in all technicality, his first answer was the perfect Lewis answer, and then he made up with it by making the perfect second Lewis answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
How about you, Ben? How do you feel about the holidays?
Turkey Day is always nice because it usually includes grandparents. I semi-often see grandparents, and this, I want to say, gives us an excuse for everyone to get together, but it gives you an excuse for everyone to get together. I kind of wish I didn't have 3 on one day. That's a little extensive. Actually, I lied. I just remembered I have 2.
That's good. That's better than 3.
Yeah.
3 is absurd.
Something happened to my grandmother, and she doesn't want to have one because she's old.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Grandma.
No, she didn't die. Jesus.
Oh, yikes.
But I like Thanksgiving because my family is always really good when everyone gets together. Mm-hmm. There's nobody fights. It's not like there's no tension or anything.
Yours is probably like mine, where it's you don't see each other enough that you want your one time of the year where you're all together. You don't want to be fighting. Well, that's not fun.
So that's more Christmas time for us. Thanksgiving isn't as much super extended family coming, because I have family in like Texas and San Diego and
you chose to live in Syracuse, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
they all fucked up.
They all moved from here.
Yeah,
that wasn't us. Right. My grandparents lived here. That they just moved. So it's like grandparents, and maybe I have an uncle in Boston and an uncle in Skinny Alice. So they'll probably come out for something. But Christmas is definitely, we do a big thing for Christmas on my dad's side, and we usually can see a good amount of relatives for Christmas on my mom's side as well.
So what is your favorite holiday?
Definitely Christmas.
All right.
I actually get to see everybody. I don't mind giving gifts and don't really care what I get back. Unfortunately, I'm to that point in my life where one big gift is fine. I remember when I was a kid and you could get like socks and underwear and games.
It used to be quantity, not quality. Now it's quality, not quantity.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So like I feel bad because for my birthday I just asked for cash
That's fucked up.
That's boring.
I would never give my kids that.
Cash.
Fuck you. You can have a gift card. I'll put a little bit of constraints on what I'm giving you, shitbag.
Like, asshole.
Good name for a kid.
Shitbag?
Yeah.
I mean, that'll definitely be my kid's nickname.
Yeah, 100%.
Might have to give him a
It'll be
different...
like Shitbag Junior, because by that time we'll all just be calling him Shitbag.
If you're not already.
You should name your kid a number.
Hey, 1.
Like 11. No, you name him 2 to fuck with them. Like, yeah.
Where's 1, Mom?
You don't want to know.
Or name your kid. You get like 3 kids that are 1, 2, and 4. And everyone's like, "What happened to your 3rd kid?" You don't want to know.
We don't talk about him or her.
So yeah, I'd say Christmas.
Or like Tommy the 2nd, and they're like, "Well, what happened to Tommy the 1st? He didn't work out really well."
Give him a completely different name. Just make him a junior.
Yeah,
Carlos Jr., my son. Like, who the fuck is Carlos Sr.? Nobody.
I met him on the road somewhere.
Exactly.
What about you, Zach?
Christmas for me is definitely my holiday. I'm a big fan of decorating everything, making it look like old Saint Nick threw up all over my house.
I left the apartment tonight to come to the podcast, and Jess is like, "Do you mind if I start decorating for Christmas, even though it's not Thanksgiving yet?" I was like, "It's in like 3 days. What do I care?"
So that's my thing. It's like, I love that shit to death, but Christmas decorations don't go up until after Christmas. Or after Thanksgiving.
Well, Christmas is over. Let's put up decorations now.
Exactly. And then I don't really have an end date. Usually, if there's snow on the ground, I feel okay about a Christmas tree just because it's like a wintry thing.
Yeah.
Maybe like Santa decorations and shit will come down, but
I had that miracle Christmas tree last year. I watered it once. I got it on December 12th.
I bet you it was a fucking fake Christmas tree.
No,
and I had no idea.
I cut the tree down on December 12th because that's like the day we always
Somebody
go.
implanted those memories in your head.
Yep.
And I put it up in my apartment, and I watered it once with like the Advil crushed up in it, so it like opens up the pores. You've never heard of that before?
I have.
Apparently, that's a miracle cure for trees.
That tree lived for like 2 months and didn't
Jess
die.
probably watered it, and like
Jess was watering it all the time. Ben had no idea.
She can't even remember to turn the lights off in the bedroom.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Watering's different. I usually take the Christmas tree down before the New Year's. My mom is very superstitious.
Oh, fuck that.
She thinks that
Fuck
if
your
you
mom.
bring a Christmas tree into the new year, it's bringing bad luck into the new year.
Yeah, because nothing screams bad luck like a beautiful Christmas tree.
She's superstitious.
You need to tell your mom she's wrong.
I like it. I much rather not
wait.
see anything of Christmas after the New Year.
So an important, really, really, really important question.
Doubt
which
it.
means if we're friends or not friends is your answer to this question. Real or fake tree?
I grew up on real trees. My first tree on my own was a real tree, in this house at least. I think it'll stay that way. I also really think having a fake tree would be super convenient. So I've always been in the real tree camp, but I could see that changing down the road.
I grew up with real trees, I'm pretty sure. But then
they were so fake. They were so close to being real that you couldn't even tell the difference.
Yeah, I think sometimes real, sometimes fake. I know we do have. My mom does put up a fake one at her house. I probably will wind up just having like a little tiny like stick twig.
I would say there's
tree.
some like we have a little fake tree that's maybe like 3 feet tall, which will go somewhere else as like a decorative thing.
Yeah,
but then like the main tree has always been real.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I might not even put a Christmas tree up in my apartment.
You don't have a lot of space for Christmas trees.
And you know,
or like you
that's
said,
some horse shit, Lewis.
What?
Horse shit.
I probably won't put
it
one
is
up.
Christmas. You put up a Christmas tree, and it's real.
If anything,
you
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna
tree,
like
you spend
break
like
a branch.
$30 You put up a 4
I don't
foot
want to pay up
Christmas
30
tree.
bucks. 30 bucks.
You just want to be up 30 fuck bucks.
You know what, Lewis? I don't even. You have a dog.
I'm not putting
You
up a
put
tree.
Fucking dog treats under that shit.
I will
as
put dog
presents.
treats out for my dog.
Wait. I have an idea.
Yeah.
How about you just get a menorah?
I'm not Jewish though.
Yeah, just pretend.
Light the menorah.
Oh, maybe I'll get a dreidel. That'll be good enough.
Dreidel.
Oh, what's
You made it out
another
of
holiday that I can do?
I don't know.
The Jewish or
There's
dreidels?
there's the black holiday.
Oh, menorah.
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa, yeah. But I don't know much about Kwanzaa.
I just know who's
Oh,
mainly
what is
celebrates
Doesn't
it.
Scientology have some type of Christmas thing?
We
wouldn't
should
make
get
any
off
sense.
this one. All right. So holidays are cool. We all enjoy holidays. Yeah. Lewis is slowly devolving into the Grinch.
Real tree. Well, you have to get a real tree. If you don't get a real tree, not a friend of mine.
Side note,
that's one way to get rid of them. Buy your fake trees.
Side note, back to Lewis is drunk again. One time I was really super drunk on top of a mountain, and I realized that I was turning into Grinch. I stepped on a nail and started yelling, "I'm the Grinch, I'm the Grinch, I'm the Grinch." I'm pretty sure you were up there.
I was definitely up there. That was a horrible story to share.
Yeah, it was.
It was not good. All right, so next question comes in from Shine. What is one gaming memory that will always stand out in your mind? He did give us an example, which I think is a good one because I knew exactly what he was talking about. His example, in Saints Row 3, when you're taking over a penthouse suite and them playing Power by Kanye West in the background. The mixture of that song bumping in your headphones while you're just clearing out this penthouse and killing people. Like he said, definitely a memory that'll stick around. Ben, we'll start with you. You got anything?
One memory that I think will stick around is as soon as you come back alive in Destiny 2 and you're like you're walking through like that like wintry
busted ass down.
No. Once you get out of the city and you're like through that wintry expanse where you have to like walk through
there's
like
wolves and shit.
Yeah, there's a song that played there that really like twisted the feels inside of me, and I caught myself like getting all teary-eyed because I was so happy that Destiny was back, and the song like fit the situation well, and I really, really liked that.
Sounds pretty gay.
It was pretty gay. Yeah. I almost cried for a video game.
I kind of have two. They weren't like memorable moments in the game, but it happened while I was playing the game. One would probably be Resident Evil 7 when I was playing in the pitch black, getting really involved in the game, and this asshole decides to touch my face with a Mountain Dew bottle and scared the living shit out of me.
He actually shit.
I don't think I'll ever forget that. And another time is I was playing, it was on the PlayStation. It was a Dragon Ball Z game. It was a fighting game. And it was in this game you would actually level up your character's like moves. So if you use one move, you would make it more powerful and everything. But I accidentally deleted my brother's character.
Did he beat the fuck out of you?
Well, I did. I deleted it, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. So I was terrified, and I walked up to him. I go, hey. You gotta punch me. He's like, what? I'm like, you gotta punch me like if I deleted your character in Dragon Ball Z. And he's like, you motherfucker. He didn't punch me, but he was really pissed.
At least you told him it was okay to punch you right off the bat. That's always a good way to start a conversation if you need to diffuse a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever forget accidentally deleting his Gohan with my Vegeta, and how sad.
I fucking hate Dragon Ball Z.
But, I don't think I'll ever forget that either. Two memories that just stick out.
So do you have any actual, like,
gaming memories?
Scenes from within a game or something?
Yeah, when I clicked the X button and I saw his Gohan disappear and Vegeta appear onto that.
Got it.
Probably another one in Zelda when Zelda Ocarina of Time, when you fight the Witch Sisters. And they're like swarming around and they crash into each other to create a mega witch lady that you gotta
kill. Big witch bitch.
Yeah. A lot of Zelda memory moments, like when the first time I pulled the sword out of the stone. The time sword.
Okay.
Master, yeah.
Master time sword. I know what you were gonna say.
Yeah. But that's about it. Those are probably memorable moments in video games.
No, those are good. I think Zelda doesn't surprise me with you, really.
Yeah.
Sounds about
right.
Sounds like you. I had two that popped up immediately. One was in BioShock Infinite. Apparently it's not that good of a memory because I already can't remember that girl's name. The girl you're escorting through Infinite.
Oh, yeah.
You go down into you're going down a spiral staircase or something, and she's sitting on a crate. Mm-hmm. Playing her guitar, and she like sings a song. It's something that you could completely like breeze by, and like you could have just kept going, but I stopped and Elizabeth, yes. God damn me. Her playing that guitar and singing and stuff, just for whatever reason, has always stuck with me. It was probably like a 3-minute song, and I just sat there with my character, just like staring at her, just playing the guitar. It was really awesome. Also, it was either Mass Effect 2 or 3, I think 3. It might have even been from the Citadel DLC, but you're shooting the shit with Garrus. I think it's one of your, like, you kind of can go on these little quests with each person. They're little, like, personal missions or whatever. And you're just sitting out drinking beers with Garrus, and you're trying to debate about like who's the better shot. So you're drinking your beers, and then you're just whipping the bottles out into the distance, and you're both like taking pot shots at this like skeet shooting.
Yeah.
That whole moment there was really awesome for me.
Getting my first lightsaber in KOTOR.
First lightsaber?
Yeah. That was a pretty memorable moment. Picking the color.
One that will always kind of stick out to me too was Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare, or was that what Grawl was? Do you remember it was like the first game that you played on your 360? It was definitely Grawl, I think.
Ghost Recon.
Warfare. It was Advanced Warfare?
Yep.
Too much fucking Advanced Warfare.
I played that local with like Greg and Dan and all of them at Dan's house. We played 2v2 all the time.
So seeing that on the PlayStation 2 and then going to your house, and I think it was PlayStation 2 maybe, and then seeing it on the Xbox 360 for the first time like blew my fucking mind. Like how much better it looked. Yeah. Which is insane now. If you look at what we're actually like what we're playing now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, that was definitely one. But yeah.
I remember when friend of the show Greg threw my Xbox off of my TV stand because I beat him in FIFA.
You talked about that when Tyler asked if we'd ever broken something because we were so mad. You didn't break anything. Friend of the show Greg did. Yep. We will take that PSVR as compensation. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right.
Do you want me to play the news music again?
No. I don't want you to get into the news at all.
Yeah, you don't even want to talk about the news. All right.
No, because you put mine last.
Yeah, you don't even have to say that. Nobody would have known until you just said that. Now everybody's going to know.
Realize.
All right, so
let's get into the news. All right. In this news docket, it's going to be reverse day, where we're going to start with the best story and then go to the worst stories. Just kidding.
I get it, because your stories suck.
Yep. All right. Well, because we know they're both mine, let's get right into it. So a couple of weeks ago, just coming out now, the Russian Ministry of Defense, their official Twitter posted an image of what looked like a caravan traveling through the desert. In their caption, they wrote, ISIS convoy leaving American-controlled area headed back to Syria. Now, this is really funny and relatable to us because this picture was actually from a mobile video game.
Like a phone game?
Like a phone game on an iPhone.
That's
they
fantastic.
Screenshotted this. It must have been like the one... What's that game that Arnold Schwarzenegger always plays?
Mobile Strike.
It looks like it's from like Mobile Strike, where it's got like the whited out like little square and it has like the crosshair in the middle of it, like you're gonna drop a bomb on somebody. It literally looks exactly like this, but they said it was them in a satellite watching ISIS come out of American control, and so they try to pass it off as like us working with ISIS.
It's so funny. Like I'm looking at the actual image right now, and it's just, it's not close. Like that doesn't. It looks like a shitty fucking phone game.
Now, when I read this, I thought you were gonna talk about how in the show Archer, they were considered ISIS agents to begin with. Archer worked for ISIS, which was a agency that was worked inside of the United States that worked with... Anyways, never mind. We're done with that.
That was a good talk.
That was great.
You know what? Fuck you guys. Okay, go watch Archer. You'll understand.
No, I'm good. This actually isn't the first time that Russia has tried to use mobile games to benefit their defensive... I don't know where I was going with that. Earlier this year, they used Pokemon Go. They had people going into Pokemon Go and then trying to use Pokemon Go to brainwash other actual players into thinking that the U.S. was working with ISIS.
So the name of the game was AC-130 Gunship Simulator Special Ops Squadron. What a name for a game. I kind of want to go play it.
And that's what they tried to use to make it seem like we were working with ISIS. Good try, Russia.
Russia cites video game screenshot as proof that America helps ISIS. Did you ever think you were going to have to read a headline like that in the news? I mean, in this day and age, who the fuck knows?
Mm-hmm.
Of course I'm reading this right now.
Yep.
Oy.
Yeah. So that's
Kill
funny.
me now.
But because, I'm last and never come up with good news stories.
Hey,
Hey,
at
look
least
at
you
that.
had two.
I'm up again. So they released a Batman the Telltale series, not Lewis's favorite sets of games. We all know that. They released episode 1 on the Switch.
This is the oldest Batman Telltale series.
Yes.
It's not Enemy of them.
And from what it looks like, it didn't do very well.
Sales-wise?
Didn't look at the sales, but a lot of the ratings and stuff were pretty bad because it seems like there was a lot of downscaling to get it mobily to the Switch.
So it looks like shit.
Textures were bad, the coloring was off, and even how Telltale games will do like the poster edging, so it makes it look like a comic book.
Yeah, yep.
That wasn't even there fully.
And I wonder if it played like shit too.
So they said it played. There were some times where it seemed like button clicking was slow or didn't exist,
Which is really important in those games where you have to make like a split
Snap
decision.
decisions,
Yeah.
which is what they're saying. So it didn't happen terribly often. I feel like it was a not interrupting the story kind of situation, but once in a while you'd be like, "Hey," and it just wouldn't register you hitting the button at all.
That's funny because I know the port for Skyrim, basically, when they brought it over to the Switch, everyone's been saying how good it is.
How good it actually is.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about that.
Exactly.
I brought
something.
Something bothers me about having to buy Skyrim on the Switch for $60 when I
it's
know
been out
I
for
can
so-
get that game
Yeah.
everywhere else so much cheaper.
Mm.
I think, I'm not positive, but I think that Telltale's Batman is also $60.
Really?
That's $25 brand new on all other consoles. I'm not. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not positive, but I think it was also priced high,
Really?
which kind of sucks.
Yeah. I think I would probably buy Skyrim by now, but not for that price tag.
Yeah,
And I would
and
have to
not
get
until
that.
we beat Breath of the Wild.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest.
You start over Breath of the Wild.
If I had a Switch, I'd just be playing Minecraft all the time. I think.
The Better Together update isn't even out for it yet, which kind of sucks. So you can't hang out in realms.
Yeah. I was
Like
gonna say,
the big community stuff. I don't know. I think they said
feel like-
winter was the last thing I read about it.
So, are we talking Game of Thrones time, 8 years, or
Yeah, I
winter
don't
is
know.
coming.
hopefully not? But yeah. So not good news for Telltale, but maybe this is one of the reasons they did that downsizing we talked about last week. Maybe they realized that if they want to get onto the Switch and get into the mobile platform, that they need to make their shit better. So maybe this is one of the reasons.
One of many, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Let's see. Next, we have Marvel Heroes shut down. Zachary.
Boo. So
Yeah.
this kind of sucks.
Definitely.
Marvel Heroes Omega is what it got called on console. This was a Marvel MMO from 2013. Had been on PC for a long time. Was it this year we got it?
I was gonna say
It was like
just came
March or
this-
something?
Yeah, just this year.
Yeah, so we just got.
Well, to the Xbox. It's
To the-
been on
yeah.
PlayStation a little bit longer.
They had like a month or two
something like that, yeah.
exclusivity. So yeah, we picked it up. I think what we played, we enjoyed.
Yeah, I know. I definitely had fun.
It's like it was the closest thing to Marvel Ultimate Alliance, those
Yeah.
older games that you could really get. You could play as whatever
was gonna
Marvel
say, yeah.
character you wanted, pretty much. They all had special abilities.
They didn't have any X-Men in, but
No, they did.
they did. They did. I couldn't. Did they have Wolverine? Oh, yeah, they did have everybody. That's right.
And this was one of the last games that you could play.
They didn't have
with-
anyone Fast and Fantastic Four though.
Wasn't the Silver Surfer there?
Was he?
I thought so.
Yeah, if he was, then yeah, they had everybody.
It might have just been him though. So yeah, Marvel is shutting it down. Gazillion Entertainment were the developers on the game.
But I heard they did drop some balls.
They dropped some balls.
They dropped some balls.
Yeah, about time. Woo!
Prior to this notice of them being shut down, there was supposed to be a lot of content that was coming out that I guess never hit or took longer than expected to hit.
Yeah,
after they said it was released.
Gazillion completely stopped talking about the game, stopped doing updates. They missed 4 of their weekly community updates that they would always post. There was supposed to be Halloween events. There was supposed to be an event for Thor Ragnarok, some movie tie-in content. And that's all done with.
Yeah.
Sounds like they just found drugs. Just disappeared.
It's weird. So there's 2 statements. This one is actually from a rep at Marvel. We regret to inform our Marvel Heroes fans that we have ended our relationship with Gazillion Entertainment and that the Marvel Heroes games will be shut down. We would like to sincerely thank the players who have joined the Marvel Heroes community and will provide any further updates as they become available. So that was from Marvel.
But keep going.
No, if you have something to say about that, go for it.
I was going to be saying something. Say they didn't give a time frame on how long it's going to take to shut down, though, did they?
So yeah, this got updated. It got updated a few days ago.
Okay.
This is a tweet from Gazillion, from the actual team. We're sad to inform our players that our entire Marvel Heroes family, that Marvel Heroes Omega will be Marvel Heroes Omega will be shutting down. The Marvel Heroes servers will stay on until December 31st, 2017, and we'll be removing any real money purchases as soon as possible. Players will be able to play the game entirely for free once this sunset period commences. We will share the exact date things go completely free as soon as we can.
So that's kind of cool, though, at least.
Yeah.
So you get to play as everybody for free. You don't need to do...
Right. And... there's definitely some outcry about this from people that have put their real money into this game.
Yeah, I'd be a little upset too.
Even when we were playing it, there was times we had debated it's $10 to be able to play as Deadpool.
Exactly.
Whatever, I might want to play him. So when they shut it down, that's kind of gonna suck. So I definitely understand. I bet you they're going through a whole bunch of shit right now. Gazillion's probably dealing with so many customer service tickets about refunds. Sounds horrible. But, it's sad. I wish Gazillion would say more about it. I wish they would say, is it because they're working on something new? Or they don't...
Why do they stop?
Yeah, why... At least don't start not showing up to things that you're scheduled to do. Your community updates every week. If you're not going to do them, say something about it. Be like, hey, we're halting progress on these for now, or whatever, we'll pick it up at a later date, something until you have your message that you want to send out to the public.
Yeah.
It's shitty. It was definitely a fun game. Like I said, one of the closest things to Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which were great games that you could play. And
it was fun being able to be anyone. Really.
We had only just it was relatively young on consoles for us. We had 6-7 months. So
we didn't play too much of it, but still.
No, we didn't play a ton of it, and that's the one thing. This isn't a huge deal for either of us because we did stop playing it. But
it's just shitty because it was fun. There are people.
It was fun. It was
people
free.
Definitely.
And
like it.
Guarantee you, this is an MMO that a lot of people have poured so much money into and so much time. But so
wasn't even that. Wasn't there PvP and
there's all sorts of stuff.
Ranked play.
I don't know. Did we ever do player versus player stuff?
I didn't.
I don't know if it was there, and if it was, we never played it because we were always just playing
the
stories, which were all pretty decent. So rest in peace, Marvel Heroes from 2013 to 2017.
Yep, short and sweet.
Short and sweet it was. All right, Lou. Animated movie?
Yep.
Super Mario?
Yep.
Sounds pretty good.
So Super Mario will probably be getting a animated movie. It's not guaranteed, but I actually foresee this happening. Mario has been talking with the people that have been making the...
Mario has?
Well, not Mario. Not Mario
we
personally.
We should make a movie.
But... But yeah, that could be an animated movie. It's the same people that did the Minions and all that.
Illumination.
Me.
So if they could do it, if anyone can do it, they can do it, and hopefully they do it justice, and don't put any minions in it, and make it comparable to the 1995 or 90. I don't know, that old Mario movie, which was awesome.
That was in 93.
Was it 93?
The live action one with
with Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah.
Did we tell you to watch Mario?
I think so.
Yeah, we might have.
Super Mario Brothers.
Because I made the joke about live action Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we did, and then
and how great that was.
Yeah, it probably wasn't.
So yeah,
nope.
So this is just Illumination and Nintendo being close.
Yeah,
close to a deal for this.
So it'd be cool. I would like to see one. I probably would watch it.
I'd much rather watch an animated one than another one of those.
I don't know,
live action ones.
It was pretty good.
I think you should go back and watch it.
I would love to go back. I think we should all go back and watch it. If that comes to Netflix, I would totally watch it. Speaking of movies that came to Netflix, did you guys remember the movie Little Monsters?
Yeah, because it's been there for a while.
Oh, I just saw that the other day.
We were watching it Halloween night, remember? It was at Rochelle's when we showed up.
Oh, yeah, for a minute.
Such a good movie.
I thought you were going to say about The Punisher.
I would say season 1 of The Punisher is out now. I watched episode 1. It was good.
Yeah.
It was slow at the beginning. It revved up at the end. Maybe. And I heard it just keeps revving up.
Okay.
Lots of murder.
I was going to make it.
Yeah, murder, yeah.
Bashing heads.
I haven't done that in a while.
Joke?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
All right, cool.
All right, and to number 1 news story, of course, it has to be Mr. Risky the Kid, because somebody did the ratings, and it was him, so he gets number 1.
I put those ratings in there just for, an order for you to say them, and then you had to be all like, number 1 and number 6 and number 5. No, it was just read them in this order, Ben. Next time, I'm just going to put them in the order that I want them read, and then you can read them. And then you won't even say anything about numbers.
Aww.
And you'll just be like, why are all my stories first? What am I talking about?
That one hit hard.
Gaming Awards nominees revealed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we have the Game Awards coming up. That's that Jeff Keighley joint. December 7th is when the actual show is going on. At some time.
That's not how you smoke a joint.
Really? Really? That was just a joke. When's it happening, Zach?
8:30 Eastern Time. December 7th.
December 7th. That is Pearl Harbor Day.
We have your nominees.
Your nominees are?
I'm only going to go through a few categories. Nominees for Game of the Year.
You got to say it in a cool voice. Nominees for Game of the Year.
Like the devil.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that.
Right, just for the nominee part.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh, speaking of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
I'm going to jump over the goddamn table
just
and stab
quick
you.
Side note, the guy said he doesn't believe he should be in the running because this is still in beta.
He's trying to push out version 1.0 by the end of the year, so hopefully he does that.
If he does, then okay.
Okay, back to your nominees that were nominated. Fuck off, Lewis. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario Odyssey, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
That's 2 or 3.
I can tell Lewis's vote, Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's vote, PlayerUnknown's Battleground. And I'm undecided.
Of course you are.
I mean, I can't judge PlayerUnknown's Battleground because I haven't played
That's
it
the
yet.
thing. Like,
I
want to
played any of those other fucking games.
And we have Horizon Zero Dawn just sitting on our fucking PlayStation.
I don't even want to talk about how many games I have just sitting on my PlayStation.
I feel like we're gonna have to dabble in a few of these.
Isn't that the one with the redhead chick?
Yeah,
Alloy.
with
the
the robotic animals.
That's only on PlayStation, right?
Yeah. All right, so these are your nominees for Best Narrative. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata, and What Remains of Edith Finch.
Well, I know what I'm voting for.
Wolfenstein.
No, What's Eating Gilbert Finch.
What Remains of Edith Finch. That game's on sale right now.
Sounds like What's Eating Gilbert Grapes.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm only going to say this one for you because I don't even know if you know who these people are.
Thank you.
But Trending Gamer, Andrea Renee,
No.
Clint Lexa,
No.
Steven Spone.
They're really trending then.
Guy Beam. Bam. And Shroud.
I mean, Shroud's going to win.
Okay, so
Shroud is the only person I recognize. He was a professional Counter-Strike player, and then he stopped doing that and started streaming full-time, and he gets, like, amazing Twitch numbers now.
So I wonder if
really,
people
really
are just
fucking good.
screaming into the podcast right now, like, how do you not know about Clint Lexa?
Because nobody knows about Clint Lexa.
Oh, you mean Clint Dempsey?
He scored a goal.
Clint Dempsey's cool.
Oh, here you go, Ben. This category is right up your alley.
Wait, what was that category? You just said names.
Trending gamer.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just telling me about trendy.
Listen?
I thought he
No, he
was
doesn't
just
listen to
saying these
anything.
are trendy gamers, and I'm like, oh, okay.
They wear cute.
These are
I thought you were just
They
informing
have
us.
fun streams.
I think Greg Miller won it a year ago or 2 years ago. He is from IGN. All right, so
right
best
up my alley.
best esports players. How about that?
Okay.
Maybe. Marcelo or Marcello David.
Soccer. I
0 for
don't know.
1. Definitely not soccer. Or maybe he plays FIFA, actually. That could be it. Nikola Kovac.
Yep. I recognize it. I don't know what he plays.
Faker. I've heard you say that.
League of Legends mid laner. He
I
won't
thought
win.
you were calling him a faker.
Faker won't win. He lost the Worlds this year.
Pussy ass bitch. Jaehong Ryu. Jaehong Ryu.
Ryu. You having a tough time over there, Lou?
so tough right now. This is just not even.
Well, then how about this
Ryu's
one?
Also a mid laner in League of Legends.
Kuro Salehi Takasaomi.
Say it like real.
Kuro Salahi Takasomi.
Can you spell the middle part, please?
you're such an asshole.
Salehi. Salhi.
I don't recognize that one. Probably, if I'm going to say anything, he probably plays StarCraft 2.
All right. And the last one I will bring up is going to be best indie game. We got Cuphead, Pyre, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Night in the Woods, and again, What Remains of Edith Finch.
I've played 2 of those games.
Pyre and Cuphead.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would not be surprised if Cuphead took this.
I could see that happening. Definitely. With
all this list does is makes me feel like I'm not utilizing my time correctly.
By not playing all the games
because
that happen to be on these lists.
A lot of these games are on this list. Especially the PlayStation stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, there's your nominees for those. There's a whole ton of categories.
There's a lot more.
Best sports racing, best role-playing games, best family games, best performances.
Best game.
Yep, we went over that one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you miss it? You want me to go over them again?
Nope.
God damn it.
Just reinforming everybody that there will be that category out there.
Good deal. That's all I got, though. Go check out the Game Awards, 8:30 Eastern on December 7th.
Booyah. All right.
Don't know if we needed a booyah on there.
I wanted to booyah it, all right? You got a booyah. Host. All right. And with that, let's go around the table. Where can we find you? And what will you be playing this week? Well, I can tell you we're all going to be playing some Battlefront after this, which will be fun.
If you stop by for the Battlefront stream after the podcast, thank you.
We're thanking you in advance for watching it yesterday.
Thank
or
you.
the day before.
Grazie.
All right, Lewis.
You can find me at Waterloo on Xbox and Beam. You can all
He still calls
Mixer.
it. He still calls it
damn
Beam.
I know.
That's how much he's on Beam.
I'm on Beam so much on Mixer. You can find me at Waterloo on the Xbox _Waterloo at Twitter.
No, Waterloo on the PlayStation.
Waterloo on the PlayStation. What did I say? On
Xbox.
Xbox. God, I'm just not here today. And yeah, if you want to reach out to me, do it one of those 3 ways. I will try.
Nobody's
to get back
gonna want to do that ever.
No one ever reaches out to me.
No one even tweets you, Lewis.
No one does anything. I don't. It's sadder than if I were to make a sim character. I feel like.
Yep.
And what are you gonna be playing, Lou? What do you think?
Finishing up Battle. Probably some COD. Probably some Stardew Valley. if Sims 4 wasn't so expensive, I might just buy that.
You got a 10-hour trial on EA Access.
Really? It might make my life feel a little bit better. So I might play.
Find that girlfriend.
Yep.
Make her wifey.
Make her wife material.
Waifu.
I don't know. I'll see what tickles my fancy.
What rolls into your pocket?
What rolls into my pocket?
All right, so I'm Risky the Kid everywhere. I'm going to try to finish The Last of Us again. I'm going to finish up The Walking Dead, and I'll be playing a lot of Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
How about you, Ben?
I am OMG at Chopa everywhere. Quick side note, let me know. I might change my name to Professor Shamu back to, because it was something fun I had a while ago.
I like that.
Professor Shamu.
I thought it was good.
It was pretty good.
It's fitting.
Now I feel like I should change my name too.
Professor Giraffe Neck.
I've been thinking. I wonder if the just like 1 or 2, like if I just spell that out. But anyways,
yeah, I'll be playing Battlefront, COD, League of Legends, Overwatch, Diablo 3. That is going to do it for us tonight here at Risky Radio. We had fun. We hope you did too. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back for a brand new episode next week. But until then, we'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.